The following video contains profanity and language that some viewers may find offensive. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Sister Girl on Films. And y'all, we are back with part 2 of Love is Blind Season 3. So basically episodes 8, 9, and 10. There's only 3 episodes this time. And this review recap is actually probably not going to be that long because these were like 3 of the most boring episodes possible. There was not a whole lot going on, so I'm probably going to be able to zip right through all the shenanigans that occurred in this episode. So I'm going to try to do, I didn't take notes, y'all, so I'm probably going to miss something. My bad. But I am going to do it by couple this time around, just because there was so little happening that I think it'll just be easier that way. So like we did last season, I'm going to start with the least interesting couple, the one least problematic and got a whole lot going on, to the most dramatic, most intense couple. So let's go ahead and start with Brennon and Alexa. So Brennon and Alexa, so far, they're doing good. So far, they're doing good. Their biggest obstacle right now is going to be everybody else. Specifically, her friends, her family. Because I cannot understand for the life of me why her friends were so insistent when her and Brennon went to dinner with them on, are you sure everything's okay? Well, what's wrong with her? Well, what do you like about her? Well, what's going on? Are you sure you're not going to get cold feet? What is going on? What is happening? Like, why are y'all trying to pound this into the ground so tough? Like, this man says he loves your friend. This man said he wants to be with your friend. This man has said that he would not have proposed to her if he didn't love her. Why do y'all keep trying to cause all this doubt? I don't understand it, y'all. Maybe I'm missing something, but I don't get why the family and the friends are like trying to hound him. I don't know if they think he's gonna try to go for her money. I don't know what, but it was driving me absolutely crazy. Other than that, y'all, Brennon is all about Alexa. He loves her. You know, Alexa, she's still high maintenance, but she's still crazy about him. She's excited at the idea of marrying him. And the only concern that I really have for them is if on the wedding day, if Brennon gets cold feet because of all the bullshit that her friends and family keep driving into his head. Lord. I also don't know how I feel about him converting to Judaism so quickly. And that's kind of a big deal. Unless his family was just never really religious to begin with. So it's not going to be a huge deal for him. But I think it's kind of odd that he's just so quick to be like, oh yeah, I'll convert to Judaism. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. What time we got to go? Sir, this is not as easy as updating your address on your driver's license, sir. This is switching religious faiths. It's traditions, it's value systems, it's ways of thinking, it's ways of religious practice, it's traditions, it's customs. Like, there's so much shit. And I don't think you should just go into that all willy-nilly. Maybe he gave it some thought, but I feel like it's only been, how long is this process, y'all? Like 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks? Whatever the weeks. It ain't been long enough to make such a huge life decision, in my opinion, but more power to him if that's what he wants to do, okay? So let's talk about Zanab and Cole. So, same shit, different day. Like, nothing has changed from the first, 6, 7 episodes to now the last 3. Same thing. I probably could have did them first, because even though things started out well for them, like they were in a good place, you know, he gave her some reassurance, you know, about how he was attracted to her. He kept giving her compliments on her looks. I think she was receptive to it. They had moved on from the whole situation with him and Colleen. And it seemed like they were in a really good place. Like, I thought their date on the boat was really cute. I wasn't sure about that prayer he did over the food, talking about some, God, thank you for the waves and the ocean and the sun and the sky. Thank you for Zanab's beautiful lipstick. Thank you for letting us meet. Thank you for the produce. Sir, ask God to bless the brisket and make it nutrient for your body. Bless those less fortunate. Rub it up, dub. Thanks for the grub. Amen. This is not Sunday service. This is brunch. Jesus wept. Let's do it. Y'all know that's the go-to when you're hungry. Jesus wept. Amen. Let's eat. I mean, no shade. Shout out to them for praying over their food. But everything was going so well for them. I thought them doing the lock and signing it was really cute. And then when Cole acted like he dropped it in the river, first of all, Zanab did a good job because she's about to go off. And I'm glad he ended the joke when he did, because I feel like the moment really could have been ruined. I'm like, boy, you play too much. And now, remember last time I said he is too immature and he played too much for her, and it is still showing up. That is the case, and I feel like she's too serious, and that is still showing up. So watching it, I was like, oh my God, these two are in a really good place. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we're gonna have a lot of yeses this season, because they've seemed to have hit a turning point. Until the issue that probably plagues a lot of interracial couples: seasoning that chicken. Baby, when Zanab said, this is some real pale, unseasoned chicken over here. Baby, if you are going to make the decision to be in an interracial relationship with a person of color, baby, you got to learn how to season your food. Zanab was ready to call it off right there. She said, what is this chicken? And then he gonna try to push it. It's too late on this side. They're gonna flip it and put it on this side. What is you doing? And I thought that was hilarious. And then she opened up the daggone microwave and she done found the little Nerf ball. She's like, what is this? Oh yeah, hold on. I got something for us. Sir, why are the Nerf balls in the microwave? I don't know if maybe he did it as like, this was intentional and then she would be excited. They would have a playful moment with the Nerf guns. No, you're gonna shoot a Nerf ball, which is made of foam, towards that daggone stove with chicken cooking on it and the eyes on. Cole. Cole, I get it. Like, you like to have fun, but read the room, okay? This woman is in here trying to cook, trying to revive whatever lifeless chicken you done threw in this pot. Ain't the time to play, okay? And then he couldn't understand why she was frustrated, which I did think her reaction was a little, okay, girl, bounce back. It's cool. He pulled a stupid joke and he don't know how to season chicken. But you would have, you know what I'm saying, you with a man that don't seem like he know how to clean up his house properly. Surely he don't know how to cook. Cut him some slack. But then when they started going back and forth and he kind of hit a low blow and was like, are you bipolar? Y'all, the way my mouth fell on the floor, I said, excuse me? Why in the hell would you say that to her? When she didn't respond to it and he said, that was a question. Who are you talking to? Now we got another question. I couldn't believe he said that. It was so rude. Are you bipolar? Like, to label somebody as bipolar because you don't like how they respond to your bullshit is not okay. Okay? It not only disrespectful to people who live with bipolar disorder every single day and is stereotyping their behavior in a way that's almost always inaccurate, but it's also making it seem like her emotions are just so all over the place that it just doesn't seem like a healthy way of processing. And that's insane to me that you would even go there with her. So I just was not feeling that. I thought that was so out of pocket. And then Zanab was like, okay, well, I see I'm not ever going to be the woman that you need. I'm never going to be what you're looking for. So you can go out and find her. Matter of fact, you can go out there tonight and go find her because I'm done. I said, oh, okay. But then she grabbed her purse and went on the patio. I said, girl, why you got your purse and going to the patio? What's in that purse? Zanab, what's in that purse? You rolling up a little something? Cole was so devastated, got him a beer and all that. I'm like, boy, if you don't go out there and talk to her, you know, and he did. And, you know, at the end, you know, they just, I don't know. You know, Zanab keeps talking about she loves Cole and Cole's like he's so in love with her, but he can't keep dealing with the one day they're good, next day they're not, one day they're good, next day they're not. And I think it just comes down to they're just not compatible. So I have a feeling that either she's going to say no on wedding day. I think she's going to say no. Or they might both just decide. But either way, I don't think they're going to get married. Now let's talk about Matt and Colleen. Again, not a whole lot to talk about here. I feel like they're so fake. Like, they really try to present themselves like the all-American, good, oh, we're so in love couple when they're around their friends and family. Meanwhile, his temper is freaking out of control. And I thought it was interesting, and I'm glad that they kind of brought it up. Colleen talked about what happened, the aftermath of her going to the bar, and she explained to his friends, like, okay, first of all, he's not even telling y'all the whole story. Number one, we FaceTimed you. You knew where we were going. Y'all made the choice to go back to the apartment. What is all this about? What is all this about? And when she added that context, I was like, okay, Matt is just controlling as hell. Because if the girls told y'all where y'all was going, you actually admitted when you was on the phone with Nancy that you knew where they was at. She FaceTimed you, which you didn't answer the FaceTime. Then what is all this shit? What is all this cussing and all this, I don't know, bro. Like, y'all know I should fucking marry this girl. Like, she's not gonna play me. Sir, just say you got trust issues and go on with yourself. I told y'all, he is crazy. I kept saying that in my last review. He's nuts. And his friends, you know, kind of validated that. Like, you have an anger management problem. You're going to yell. You're going to cuss. And I appreciate that Colleen was like, you know, she had to let him know. No, we got to figure this out, because you can't keep running every time we have a problem. You need to figure it out. We need to work it out, or we're not going to be able to be together. And I feel like that is a realistic thing to say, because why every time something don't go your way, all of a sudden you ready to peace out? Just leave Colleen alone and go on with your life. And then so when they were on their cute little aquarium date, which was so gorgeous, honey, like beautiful, you know, Matt pretty much asked her a question and was like, you know, do you think you can get married? Is love a good enough reason to get married? And while Colleen was beating around the bush, I was not okay with him just like, answer the question. Just say it, Colleen. Just say it. Just say, you need to calm the hell down. That's what I'm going to say right now, because you're doing way too much and your energy is way too high, sir. And I appreciate that she was like, no, I don't think so. And he's sitting there looking crazy. Like, I hope Colleen really recognizes that this is not the man you need to be marrying, because he has way too much going on. He has way too many trust issues, and he's controlling as hell. And while I'm not the biggest fan of Colleen, I don't think she needs to subject herself to what could possibly be an emotionally or verbally abusive relationship, because she is trucking on down that road, and I would hate to see it for her. So, Colleen, you better say no, girl. Don't marry this man. He is not okay. All right, so let's talk about Nancy and Bartise. So Bartise, when we start off, the first episode was episode 8. He was still on his bullshit about Nancy and how they're just so different, and you know, and he doesn't know how he'll be able to move past it, and there's no physical attraction because they're so different. Whatever, boy, shut up. But then he had a conversation with his sister, and his sister, you know, reassured him, you know, that Nancy's a great girl. She's gorgeous. Like, she's good for you. You know, you need to get over that stuff. And if you want to marry her, you got to make it work. It's not going to be easy, but she's worth the work. I think it's bullshit that his sister had to tell him that. That really annoys me. But I do appreciate that they had the conversation, and it seems like it turned Bartise around. And I also appreciate that Nancy opened up to him. It's just like, I don't feel wanted by you. Like, I'm not okay with the situation. I don't like where we're at. You know, and we need to work on it because I love you and I want to marry you. I think her saying that really kind of clicked the light bulb on for him. Although I just am still not feeling Bartise. But he was way more kind of like into it. And I feel like, okay, they're in a better place right now. He's still kind of being a little shallow. And the whole abortion thing still just annoys me, because she gave a great reason for her decision. And him just making such a big deal out of it is crazy to me. And I still don't understand why they didn't have that conversation in the pods. Because if y'all was talking about, he kept talking about babies and how many babies he wants to shoot up into her. Disgusting. And, you know, Nancy, when she talked about being an egg donor, why wouldn't the conversation about abortion have came up? That seemed like that was like the opportune time to talk about it, but whatever. So at the end of episode 10, we do get to see Bartise and Nancy on their wedding day. And Bartise, again, showing his immaturity and how just blah he is with his letter that he gave to Nancy versus the letter that she wrote to him. Baby girl gave him a whole gift. It was very heartfelt. It was something that he could connect with. She wrote him a beautiful letter, handwritten letter, made him cry. He doing all that crying, I think, because he gonna say no. Just my opinion. He might say yes, but I think he's gonna say no. And he's in the bathroom just crying like she's just such a great girl, and I can't believe I just was focused so much on the physical. Yes, because you're shallow. How? Okay. And then we see Nancy. He done gave her a note talking about, yeah, let's do this, baby. Woohoo! What? I would have said, put it back in the envelope. Send this back to him. Tell him to try it again, and then y'all can bring it back to me. Because what even is this? And Nancy just laughing. Oh my God, Bartise. Girl, stop accepting the bare minimum from this man and thinking it's cute and quirky. It's not. It's not. Child. So Bartise and Nancy get to the altar. Nancy is looking gorgeous. Bartise did not comb his damn head. I mean, at least he got a line up, but his hair was dry. It was pushed up, matted in the back. I said, sir, you at least could have picked it out, hit it with a sponge, something. You didn't do nothing to your damn head, and I'm sick of you. Child. And so, you know how they like to pan over to the family. Nancy's brother is looking like he is not here for it. He does not approve of none of this. Nancy's mother is looking like, child, I'm ready to shoot this up if he hurt my baby. Just like, it's a lot of tension in the room. I don't think they're gonna get married. I really feel like Nancy deserves so much better than Bartise, but I think that she will settle. If he says yes, she's absolutely going to say yes. I don't think he's going to say yes. Like I said, up until this point, it seems like he had a change of heart. But you know, these fools just be saying anything for these damn cameras and then get to the altar and say no. Which leads me to my last and final couple, Raven and SK. Chill. So, this is another couple. I was just like, they're obviously going to get married, because what the hell, they ain't got nothing going, they have no drama, nothing. Like, he just seems to kind of go with the flow with everything. I did love how their connection seemed to be growing, how Raven was opening up to SK. Their date on the boat was really cute, and it really kind of clicked to me. I was like, Raven really does like SK. I think a lot of people didn't think that she did, and me being one of them. But after watching these episodes, I feel like she really did start to love and fall in love with SK, because he chose her and fell in love with her based on her personality, which it seems like that's something that she's not used to. So you'll notice whenever he compliments her and he says good things about her, she always is like, thank you. Because I think she's used to men kind of just using her for her looks or treating her a certain kind of way, or her just using her looks, you know, to get what she wants. But SK, you know, is really, seemingly at least, you know, appreciating her for who she is as an individual, and appreciating her uniqueness and her you know, need for a non-traditional marriage. And so I was really starting to root for them, and I was excited for them, because they seemed like they were all in, and that they were going to be able to work through the issues of him going to school in California and all that stuff. Now, where the producers pissed me off, when Raven and SK were in the kitchen and they were cleaning up and they were talking, the producers know they was dead wrong when they showed his crusty, rusty, dusty, cracked, black, toe-nailed feet. I had to rewind it. I said, I know damn well they did not show his old ugly ass toes, and they did. Now y'all know y'all ain't have to zoom in on that man sweeping and them toes. Shady ass producers. But other than that, throwing me off, I felt like that scene was really sweet and it felt really authentic, and I was like, I really am actually starting to like them as a couple. And so when the girls went to the bachelorette party, Raven was just like, I'm too grown for this. Girl, you so bougie. Cut it out. I thought you worked at the bar and you was the bottle girl. But you're too grown for this. But you're not too grown to be walking around with sparklers talking about, hey. Okay. Okay. Okay, Raven. But she was just like, I'm ready to go home. This makes me miss my fiance. And, you know, at the same time, SK is talking to his brothers and, you know, how much he really loves Raven. And although she's not a traditional Yoruba woman, he likes her uniqueness. But he's still kind of bothered by the fact that her family will not be attending the wedding. And he is a little concerned, you know, still with her not wanting to go out to California with him. But again, he's talking about he loves her. He's kind of reassuring her at every turn that he can't wait to marry her. Okay, well, let's do it, brother. So the wedding day comes, and y'all, maybe I missed it. Let me know. But the one friend with the short, like, platinum blonde hair, I don't think she was at the wedding. I may have missed her, but she wasn't there because I would have noticed it unless she had like a wig or something on. But I don't remember seeing her. Y'all let me know if I just missed it. But so we get to the wedding day, and Raven is just like nervous that he's going to say no, but she is just like ready to marry him. She looks beautiful. I love the moment with SK's mom and her and her helping her with her turban and her veil. I thought that was really sweet. And SK is super nervous. And I'm like, y'all need to chill out. Y'all really like each other. So obviously y'all are going to say yes. So I feel like y'all nervous for no reason. So they get to the altar, and, you know, they're saying their vows and all that. He's talking about how much he loves her and how amazing she is. And then the officiant asks SK if he agrees to marry Raven, and he says no. Y'all, when I tell y'all, my heart dropped into my stomach and out my ass. I felt I was there with her. I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. He said no. That was the most shocking no of all 3 seasons for me. I could not believe it. And then Raven, when she was trying to save face and she was crying and walking down the aisle, I was ready to fight. Because why did her raggedy ass run my mouth all up in your business with the negativity ass friends follow her outside and be there to comfort her? Okay, what happened? Y'all love her so much, and he better not hurt you because I'm going to punch him. I'm going to beat him up. Okay, you got all that mouth, but you don't have enough thought for your friend to follow her and walk her down so she's not by herself, hurt, crying. Child, these hoes ain't loyal. Ain't nobody got time. I cannot believe it. Baby, had that been me, let me tell y'all, my best friends, not only would they had left the altar with me, okay, my best friend would have knocked some shit over on her way out. Fuck all this shit. She would have knocked, something would have got knocked over. Okay? They would have had my bag. And when Raven was in the hotel room by herself and just crying, and she laid in that bed and was like, I just want to lay down, I felt so bad for her. And I just knew when somebody knocked on the door, it was going to be her friends. No, it was SK's mama. Where are your friends? Makes me mad, because my friends would have been in that bed with me, holding me, hugging me, reassuring me, making sure I was okay. Raven, you need some new friends, baby girl. Your friends are trash. I don't know if they didn't allow them up and she said she didn't want them around, but fuck that. If that happens to my friend, girl, I don't care what you want. I'm going to be there for you. I don't care if I got to sit in the room and just sit quietly. You're not going to be in here alone by yourself. Child, please. And then SK, honey, when he was like, I just couldn't get over the differences, you know, with her family not being here. Sir, that's not her fault. How are you blaming her, holding her accountable for her family's actions? That's not her fault. Like, I don't know if you just couldn't understand or fathom that her family, you know, wasn't supporting her. But that's supposed to be your job as her fiance, to support her and love on her and tell her it's okay. That pissed me off when he said that. I get it, I guess. And then he was like, and then I just couldn't get past her not being open to moving to California with me. Now, he had a point there. When you write, SK. Okay? He did have a point there. But I feel like what really was the nail in the coffin for them was when Raven's raggedy ass friends started spouting all that shit and throwing all that doubt into their relationship. And I think that made him start to question some stuff. And it raised some red flags for him. I blame her raggedy ass friends. Okay, so Raven and SK did not get married. Shocker of the season, as far as I'm concerned. The only other shocker for me would be if fucking Cole and Zanab get married. That would be a fucking shocker. Or Matt and Colleen. But yeah, I just knew they was gonna say yes, honey, because they were like the first wedding we saw, and it was a big fat no for SK. So y'all, so yeah, that's all that happened in part 2 of Love is Blind. Like I said, the first couple of episodes were Dolesville, not a whole lot going on. But I am looking forward to the rest of the ceremonies and the decisions to see what happens, and definitely looking forward to this reunion. So let me know y'all thoughts below. What did y'all think about the weddings that we've seen so far? What did you think about SK and Raven? And how are you feeling about the rest of the couples, and if they're going to get married or not? Let me know. And as always, y'all, like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to see y'all next week for part 3, the finale, and hopefully the reunion of Love is Blind Season 3. Thank y'all so much for y'all support, and I'm going to see y'all next.
Girl on films, you don't want to miss a thing. Better stay tuned in. So lay back, get into the vibe, in the mood. Real reviews from a sister's point of view. Trailer reaction.